Hey, it's Spence from LaunchFlows.com. It's been a little while, but I've got some new updates to the product based upon the suggestion of one of our favorite pony and unicorn collectors, Casper, who's always helping out in the Facebook forums and coming up with good suggestions like this one. This is from, going on about, gee whiz, 2 weeks. That was the longest I've ever made him wait, I think. Good morning. Is it possible to set the dynamic order bump checkbox automatically to checked? The idea he originally came up with was he wants to make it where the actual checkout itself always has at least one of a particular product. Now, you may know from using LaunchFlows that you can always take any product and throw it at your custom checkout. Simply go to the product, set it up, and then copy over here the direct checkout link. That will always throw that product to the checkout. In fact, you can do one better because you can just take that product and then use a comma and do something like 38522 and 38533, whatever. You can add as many products as you want in a string, associate those to a button or a clickable element, put them in a Facebook or Instagram ad, and it will send all three products. But what he was talking about was no matter what, when you go to the actual checkout, to have that product always be there. And that's an actually very clever feature I had been thinking about. So I finally came up with a way to make it happen. And it works like this. When you design your custom layout, you've got a WooCommerce checkout, a regular one. You set up your custom LaunchFlows checkout template on top of it. Here I've got this one called New Checkout Layout. In that layout, I use the drag and drop capability of LaunchFlows and Elementor to make it possible where there is a new widget. The widget is a component I call fields always in checkout. And that means that I'm putting in a field that has a product that's always in the checkout. And you can do this for an unlimited number of products. Although I don't recommend you do, you can. So here, this particular one, I simply put the product ID of the product that I always want to have show up, at least one, in the checkout. And you'll notice here, if you're not familiar with getting the ID, you can get it a couple ways. If you go to any product and go in the URL, you'll see post ID 38457. You can also go to the direct checkout link and go to the very end, 38457. You can also roll your mouse somewhere near the bottom of the all products area, like this, 38457. So you can get it any number of places. So simply go ahead and put that inside the widget and you're good to go. If you have another product, you can duplicate that and then do the same thing. Change the number from whatever to 38522. And it'll do two products. The reason I'm going to tell you not to do any more products than you have to is because the way I made this work is it is going to look through any products that are already in your cart, see if they're there. If they're not there, add a new one back in. If they are there, ignore it. Well, imagine it has to loop through everything in your cart. So if there's one product, then two, then three, then four, it's just exponentially going to increase the time that it has to search through the cart. So I would use this very sparingly, but for one product in particular, it's awesome. So here's how it goes. I've got the product in here. I've just got the one single always show this product in checkout. And by the way, this doesn't have to be at the top. In fact, I would do it as a functional plugin. I'd put it at the bottom or something because it doesn't actually do anything to show on the front other than it puts it in the cart. Now watch what happens when I try to remove it. It takes it away, refreshes the page, and then it spawns again, kind of like a little Pac-Man. And that's the whole point, so that there'll never be less than one in the checkout. Now, if somebody wants more than one, they can use the quantity selector and it works normally. I can just increase the quantity to 2 or 3 or whatever I want to do. So if you're looking for this type of power and solution, this is a really great option in addition to our dynamic instant product bundle or doing, let's say, solo checkout or doing any of the other powerful features we have. This one I could see being very useful because you could create a custom checkout page for each product. And it just means that no matter what, they all spawn at the same time when you go to the page without having to throw it. This would work great for a charity product or a name your price product and so forth. So let me know what kind of clever ideas you guys come up with. This will be available in the newest release, which I believe will be 2.2.1. I'm going to double check it and bundle it up. I should have it out later tonight, which it's July 20th. I'll see you in the next video.